Right then, welcome back. Today we're riding Supermotos again, and the French Riviera as well. I don't like the Supermotos. I don't know why. Just they've not really come across into the digital realm very well. But I'm not going to whinge about them. So we've got two choices: the Husqvarna 701 or the KTM 690. The same bike, just in a different dress. And we'll go with the Husqvarna first, just because that was the first one on the list. Setup wise, I didn't have a clue what I was doing. They're very, very nervous bikes. They react very quickly to left and right movements, so I was trying to just slow things down, quick check that we're on the right settings. The first event is at Tsukuba, 5-lap race, and keep an eye out for flying motorcycles. It's done. Did it fairly easy in the end. No great dramas apart from the flying motorcycle and rider into the first corner on the first lap, but we got through unscathed. Number 2, Time Attack, Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. What a mouthful. So we've used the Husky, so we'll go with a KTM. Personally, out of the two, I'd probably have the Husqvarna, just because once upon a time I had a Husqvarna Nuda 900R, and very nice it was too, until I crashed it, but that'll learn me. Anyway, again, set up, not a clue. I'll throw something in and see what happens. There's a fair chance the tyres are going to be cold. So 130.1 Canadian Tire Motorsport Park on a KTM 690 Supermoto. This should be fun. done. It's done. Again, pretty straightforward, no great dramas, just don't crash. It's that bottom of the hill left-hander into the double right-hander up the back straight. It's the hardest corner. As long as you get that right, you should be fine. Number 3, another race, Okayama on the GP circuit. And in the spirit of sharing it about, we'll go for the Husqvarna again. And it's wet. Now, so far so good. No restarts, no mucking about, no AI maladies, no me trying to ride way too fast and hard and not really doing things properly and smashing into people. Don't worry, we're just about to change all that, because I had a little bit of a nightmare on this one. Attempt number 1, run wide into the first corner, get back on the gas, and it just understeers. I'm on the brakes and trying to turn, and we get off. I get straight back on and promptly wheelie it and flip myself straight off the back. In the spirit of never quitting, I carried on. Lap 3, we're in 10th, and I just did the same again. I'm just trying way too hard to get back to the front and just riding through people. So, attempt number 2, we finally get it done, and again, pretty straightforward, no dramas. Three down, 3 golds, 3 firsts, 3 whatever we're calling it. The AI were pretty feisty on that. They weren't slow, they were pretty fast. It was fairly spicy. So number 4, Cadwell Woodland Circuit. Now I like Cadwell. I like it on the game. I like it in real life. I like watching it on the telly. The British Superbikes were there recently, and Taz McKenzie had an almighty off. Almost crashed his motorbike into the lake at the bottom of the hill. Yeah, knackered his hand. But anyway, we're on the Woodland Circuit, not the full circuit, and it's the first corner. First corner, catching me out on the brakes. Attempt number 1, up towards the mountain, way too fast, into the right-hander, lose the front end, and instead of jumping the bike, I just face plant and face surf all the way there. Get back on, lap 3, and do the same thing but the corner before. So, pretty average attempt. Attempt number 2, lap number 2, into the first corner, way too late on the brakes, bike's not going to stop, and this looks quite painful. Yeah, I think he might have squashed his balls on that one. Got back on, lap 3, into the last corner, again, way too tight, just hit the bump, run wide on the grass, and we're off. So, attempt number 3, and yeah, we get it done. But I quite like this. It's quite a physical little circuit. There's no real rest. It's quite a cheeky one. We're done. Took a lap and a half to get past, get to the front. But when we did it with a couple and a bit seconds in the end. So we are all good. Right, number 5, and we're at the French Riviera. So out of the 2 bikes, I think the Husky's slightly better. Feels like it's got a bit more go, even though they're exactly the same bike. It just feels a little bit stronger. So we up the gear ratios because we've got a massive downhill straight at the back end of the lap, and I want to make sure I don't run out of revs. Attempt number 1, down said straight into the corner at the bottom of the hill, way too hot, never getting it stopped. Smash, wall off, get back on, and it's a bit of a comedy of errors. That was a nice move around the outside of him, just clip the next rider, and we're off into the barriers again. So attempt 1 a write off. Attempt number 2, I think I fell asleep. I just drift off to the right hand side of the track. I'm not paying attention, and then I'm off. I get back on, and through the first corner, lap number 3, try to take my own head off. That must have hurt quite a lot. So we go again, and thankfully, and this track, I do not like this track, this is my proper bogey track, thankfully we get it done. And we're done. All 5 done. 5 first, 5 golds, 5 whatevers. Again, we did it. It was alright in the end. But it's done. It's done. And I'll row back on what I said earlier. They aren't actually too bad. They're quite enjoying and quite enjoyable to ride. They make a nice noise. There just needs to be more of them. Where's the old Aprilia, where SXV6 whatever it was, and the DR-Z400 and stuff like that. Anyway, it's done. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to leave me a comment, a like, subscribe. Fingers crossed. I will see you next time. Stay safe. Peace.